Welcome back to Stooge Club. I am your host, the Knockout.
Hey, that's my line. What are you doing? Think you're taking over or something?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Stooge Club. I'm your host, the Stooge. It's another unboxing video. We've got some Power of the Prime Transformers.
Oh, Transformers?
They're Transformers.
Oh, what do you need me for then, Stooge?
For someone to talk to, I guess. No, just for fun. We're going to look at these things. They're so cute. I thought you'd appreciate them. They're little teeny tiny guys. And they're pretenders. So they're shells that open up and you hide them inside and they do things. And we're going to check them out. And we've also got a bonus Titans Return Brawn. But let's kick it off. So geeks, gamers, sweaties that still live at home in their mum's basements, Transformers collectors, and just toy fans in general, strap yourselves in because here we go. So back in the day, right, we had pretenders. They were big figures that had shells that you could open up and a little transformer would come out of it, but it was like a decent sized transformer. I've still got my Bumblebee pretender. So these guys are the new versions of the pretenders. So here we have Alpha Trion. Now, with the Power of the Primes figures, you can plug these guys in and, you know, it gives the Primes magical powers and stuff. Yeah. With these guys, they're headmasters. So he transforms into a head. So you know the ones that you're like, why are they missing heads?
Oh, yeah.
They're headmasters.
Let's see, where'd you get these from, Stooge?
So these were actually acquired from the local co-op.
Co-op?
Yeah.
Which is the supermarket.
Yeah, because supermarkets in England sell toys. So we have Liege Maximo, Alchemist Prime, Alpha Trion, and Brawn, as we said. Let's start off with Liege Maximo. So cute looking little dude. So look, he's got little horns and he's a little evil dude. Now, they have special powers. So he's a time traveler.
Okay.
Apparently. So you can see how the guy goes in there. That's awesome. But he can also transform into a little tank thing.
Okay.
All right, so let's check it out. And I hate the way Hasbro packages things. They use way too much sticky tape. It is completely unnecessary. There we go. All right, so here is...
Oh my god, it's so tiny.
That's why I brought you on. That's Liege Maximo. He's a tiny little dude. So what happens is he does this and that, and then you can plug him in and he gives somebody time traveling powers.
I see.
If they're part of the Power of the Primes. But we're not doing that. His little arms, they're very tight.
Any brighter.
But they do work. He's been in packaging for a long time. His little head does move. Look how small he is.
Oh my gosh.
He's awesome. So this is his pretender shell.
I see.
Alright, so this opens up and he should theoretically just fit in there. And now he looks more imposing.
Open it up again.
That's very cool, right? So the ones back in my day were actually full-sized figures. But this is just a great homage to what they used to be. Now, this dude apparently, when you put him in a certain way, becomes a tank. I don't know how it works. Check those out. Let's see the back.
Let's read the schematics, shall we?
Okay, so it goes on his face. That thing goes there. And that thing goes there. All right. Yeah. There we go. So he becomes a little tank thing.
So it also doubles as some sort of gun.
Yep. So how cute's that? And it can be a weapon for a full-sized character. So you can see that's the thing of the gun there. Or you can just use it as a pretender. That does come back off. It's very tight. And it becomes his weapon.
His weapon, yeah.
And he's got a massive claw.
I like that.
But all in all, these are really, like, I mean, for something that's, what, less than 2 inches tall, they're very cute. My cat's scratching on something at the moment, and you can still open him up even with his pretender shell there. That's very cute. I like that. All right, so that is Liege Maximo. So let's check out Alchemist Prime. So he's got like a fin head thing happening. Mm-hmm. Looks like he becomes a little tanky thing type thing as well. You got the dude there. All right, let's check this out. I hate Hasbro packaging. It's never easy or collector friendly. Yes, that's the cat you see jump up on the table sometimes in videos. Mm. She is cute. Alright, so here's this little dude.
Look at his tiny head.
And he's got a different thing on his back there. Now, his special power is he's got infinite knowledge.
I see.
So you plug him into a dude. So we do this one and that one. Then you can plug him into somebody and they get the power of infinite knowledge. But what we want to see is how he looks in his pretender shell.
Nice.
That is cool. I like the design on that. The blue and purples look really cool. That is very rad. So as usual, yes, he can become a gun for someone else. You can actually plug the pretender into the back of him, and he can ride him. There's that thing that turns him into a little tank thing, but it always looks better in their hands. So he gets this tri-pronged blaster. It's very cool, right? These are very cute, cool, tiny little toys. I'm very impressed. Okay, Alpha Trion. So we know that he's one of the good guys. His power is he's a mystical scientist.
Ooh.
So he
Isn't that a contradiction in terms?
A little bit. A little bit. So on the back here, you can see you can plug the pretender into the top. He turns more into a tank. You can hide it inside and stuff. So let's have a look at him. I mean, after all these years, you'd think Hasbro would eventually move to collector-friendly packaging or something that's just somewhat easier to open. Alright. So here we go. Exactly the same figure, but just in a different color variation with a slightly different head there, but this time in the yellow and grey. What I really like about this shell, though, is this shell looks exactly the same as the old Bumblebee Pretender shell.
Oh, does it?
Yep, it's identical. It's awesome, just miniaturized. Well, at least the color scheme and the way it looks and so forth. And this one has a cool little feature that the others don't. So, now it's so small, it might not even come up on camera, but his eyes actually come through the visor.
Oh, yeah.
So with the old Pretender, he actually had a helmet. These ones, they have masks.
Nice.
So that's very cool. That's actually a kind of cool way to tell the difference between the Autobots and the Decepticons is, you know, they look very monstrous, whereas he looks very humanoid. There's his blaster, which is bigger than him, which is awesome. As you can see when you take that out of his hand,
on his head. Yeah.
It'll connect there and turn into a tank. And there is a space that you can actually plug the Pretender into. Let's do it with him to demonstrate. Okay, this is one of the issues, is getting these guys back out because they fit in very, very snugly. There we go. So you fold him over, and I believe he should just plug in somewhere.
Yeah.
Show me the instructions, because they're always different. Okay, I'm just not sure which way there we go. That's the way he plugs in. There's a little space for his head to fit in there and plug in. And then you pop that on there and it becomes the full little tank mode. Which is pretty cool.
Cute.
But no, we want him in his shell where he's supposed to be. His power suit. Now, the Pretender shells were a gimmick in the old toys, but they actually made it into the comic book line. It was very cool. So this does have sort of nostalgia for me. Now, this was a little bit different, the Power of the Primes line. So these were the headmasters, and these were just little, like, kind of vehicles for them that look like they're G1 vehicles. So this was a way to sneak in a couple of characters that weren't in the line. In this case, Brawn. Oh, this packaging sucks. Come on, Hasbro. You can do better than this. Alright, so this one is a touch different. Here we go, check that out. So as you can see, it's like a little, full little vehicle. I think that's a weapon that attaches. Yes, possibly. Yeah, it looks like that slides out. But here is your teeny, tiny, ridiculously small Brawn. Now, on the back, you can see a face. So how it works with the Pretenders is, the Headmaster, sorry, is he will plug in to a body that doesn't have a head. And now he has a head. And then he can be a robot on his own. And then they gave him these little shells as well. So I'm not sure how they slot into this, but I'm guessing it's going to be face down. I'm assuming.
Little lumpy bit has to stick up.
Oh, okay, really?
Apparently.
So that would be going to the back, I assume? No? That goes down. Bumpy bit sticking up, you say? Which bumpy? The head? The bumpy bit. The head, yes.
No, he's got like a bit sticking up on his head.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, the head.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Hold on. Facing the wrong way. So it will look like...
Yeah, I think his head faces...
No, it looks like his little head's poking out and driving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of cute. That's kind of very cute. Now this, I can feel comes apart. And would also be like a little base thing. And here is a turret that comes out. It's kind of stuck at the moment, but...
Okay.
You get the idea. So these are cool. I like these little Pretender figures. They're very interesting. And I'm going to plug him into one of my headmasters that doesn't have a head.
Nice.
Awesome. So what do you think? Cute?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Cute.
Their passes are cute? Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is it for this episode. We have some Power of the Primes and some Titans Return bonus for you there. Until next time, I've been your host, the Stooge.
Knockout Fiona.
And don't forget, adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution. This is Stooge Club.